So you might be wondering, well, why? Why are they so hard to drive? Well, it's a funny car, first of all, so you probably know just through normal conversation at the drag strip, the funny cars are not easy to drive. You got to wrestle them, you got to manhandle. There's so many words and analogies. But also, most of them, not all of them, most of them, most becoming many, meaning that there is a new combination coming in that is changing the game a little bit, but most leave with a clutch. So you got the clutch in, you're revving up the RPMs to around 8,000 RPMs, you're on the starting line, you swap feet, you're on your way. Now you got to plug a couple of gears. Second gear, third gear, shifting the car, the butterfly wheel while wrestling it. You go down, you throw the chutes. It's a wild affair. But there are some cars that run the torque converter combination. You'll notice they don't bring them up on the starting line until the very last second. Torque converter meaning they have a trans brake. Very similar to what you'd see out there in Super Stock or Super Gas. There's a button on the wheel. You push the button. That locks the car on the starting line. They stage the car, push the button, rev it up, release the button. Not only are they quick and fast and coming to their own this year, but the reaction times are pretty amazing. Brian Gawlik and Bob McCosh now. Oh, the Gawlik and Scrow machine, 980 down low. That's what a drag race is supposed to look at. Smoke and fire down on the top end of the racetrack. The Gawlik and Scrow machine. Wow, that thing really flared up. Bob McCosh, 5:49.8267. Best run of the weekend for Bob. Yeah, and you can see the fire bottles have gone off. Brian Gawlik with a 5:59.2252. His best run of the weekend as well. And Safety Safari is on the move. You can see Brian Gawlik out the top of the car. So great to see. Unfortunate. Great to see that he's out of the car. Unfortunate to see that that crew is going to have a lot of work. I'm sure they're checking out Sunoco Vision right now to already begin assessing what they're going to have to do. Is he activated the fire bottles, and let's check out the NHRA.TV replay up on Sunoco Vision. You can see both cars off and running, getting after it. Bob McCosh on a slightly better run, but keep your eyes on the left-hand side of the screen, the blue car. McCosh across the stripe, and there it is. Boom. Smoke. Fire. Flaring up. He's got to drive it. So you want to drive a funny car, you say. You want to get in one of these things. And Brian Gawlik is now on a wild ride. That burst panel is out. The parachutes are out. The fire bottles go off, and you can see that fire get suppressed immediately. But he's still got to get it woed down. And driving right into your living room if you're watching on NHRA.TV. And you can see the fire suppression system has already done its work before he comes to a stop. And so the Gawlik and Scrow team going to have a considerable amount of work. And there's Brian jumping out. Folks at Tub of Towels say thank you very much. And we're going to push him back to the pits. It's going to be a few minutes of cleanup, though, down there in the shutdown area. Just very happy that Brian is okay. And I had a great conversation with Brian Gawlik last year at this race. Just kind of a catch-up, and he explained the relationship with Lou Scrow and how much he wants to be a part of the Top Alcohol Funny Car community and fraternity, and has been doing such a great job over the past season or so, getting quicker and faster. His 5:59.2 is good enough for 7th in the qualifying queue of 11 cars. So we'll push that machine off the top end of the racetrack and have a little bit of cleanup. And you're getting a good look at the parachutes out the back of that Top Alcohol Funny Car.